can pay you in money.
Nigga. I don't want no payment from your jobless ass. Next year, nigga, I want that shit right now. Nigga, my dick is getting hard.
I mean, you don't think things would change with our friendship? I don't want to lose what we have.
How could we? I mean, Jones, I love you.
Like, love?
Yes, like love.
You been threatening my sister? Talking about you gonna throw her a fucking balcony?
What the fuck you just say?
Do me a fucking favor. Dodge!
Tony don't like you on the video.
That's why I just stepped away because when I was on the road, I just said,
I don't want that.
I just thought,
I won't like you unless you want me to.
I thought he was sitting next to David.
You know, because I can't wait till we start shooting mindset because I'm taking over.
What's that?
What's that? I'm ready.
What's that?
I'm ready.
Who said that? I can't wait.
Who said that?
Mindset.
Oh, mindset. Because he said he was like, why did I get casted for the photo shoot? Why am I not a part of this photo shoot? Because I'm a lead in mindset. I just want to let you know. He was like, the brother is a part of this. It's not just about David and Mahogany. I was like,
Exactly. It's going to
Are you baby mama?
I'm going to give up.
Ouch. I know you ain't talking because you got a lot of shit in your closet too.
First of all, in real life, I only have.
in real life. So we about to start filming in 5, 4, 3, 2. What's going on, world? Thank you for tuning in to A Connection TV, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to Culture Club. Like we do on every Culture Club, we are going to reintroduce ourselves from our right to our left. State your name and whether or not you voted.
What's going on? I'm Tony Bernard, and yes, I did vote.
Hey!
Once Oprah came to the house, I had to vote.
All right. She knocked on your door?
Yeah, she knocked on the door.
Okay.
She's still there.
Okay. What's going on, world? I'm Wesley, and I did register to vote. But see, the thing is, I registered last year and didn't even remember that I registered last year, so my status was still active. So I made sure that I was registered this year to do the midterm election, and I did vote. So yay.
Right, early vote. All right.
Well, my name is Matthew Carter. I have not voted yet because I can't vote in Georgia since I am now a New York resident. But since I'm heading home tomorrow, I'll be doing that. It's just early voting. I can still vote. I got time.
Yes, you got time.
I got time.
I got time.
Yes, I got time.
Well, anyway, now it's my turn. Hello, everybody. I am Mahogany Raspberry, and yes, I did vote.
Hey, go ahead, vote.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Mahogany.
That intro.
Hey everybody, I'm David Shirley. I've not voted yet, but I'm definitely going to be voting this election.
You bet.
See, I was trying not to push you on child support, baby daddy, but you about to go on it now.
Shots fired.
But not voting early. This time of
But there's ways around it.
Man, hello. Hey guys, what's up? I'm DJ Gibson, and I actually voted Friday. It took me 3.5 hours, but I did get it done.
Come on, 3.5 hours. Why did it take so long? What
The
happened?
line, it was.
Oh, it was that? Oh.
It was packed. We got there like 6:30, and we left about 9:56.
And you didn't?
In the morning?
I voted. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it was PM.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
And this is early voting, y'all.
And this was early voting, so just imagine Tuesday.
It's early voting. It's interesting because I never voted in during midterms. I always just vote president. But realizing when I actually researched and looked at who we have as elected officials in Georgia, and I was just like, wow. Just from a visual standpoint, none of the people represent the people here. From a visual standpoint, it was all old. They're all older Caucasian men, and I'm like, wow. And then I was reading an article in Q magazine. I don't know if you guys know about Q magazine, but it's a queer magazine here in Atlanta. And they had a section dedicated to midterms and who's actually going up, who's running. And it's all the blue wave. Now everybody's saying go blue, go blue, go blue. But they had each specific person and what they stood for and how it related to LGBTQ issues and or concerns. The fact that they're trying to pass laws, the freedom of religion law, where you don't have the freedom to practice any religion that you want, or you don't have or there's another law where same-sex couples can adopt. Like there's so many things out here that are going against LGBTQ. There's a lot of situations here in Georgia where it's legal for companies to terminate you if you are gay. So there are a lot of things happening in Georgia that could definitely affect us if we put the wrong people in office. And so you all know we have Miss Olivia, who's the political queen that comes up on Culture Club all the time and gets everyone together. And so I had to call her like, look sis, I'm about to vote. This is what's happening. But she's not a registered resident of Georgia, so she can't vote in Georgia, but she voted in Florida. So shout out to Olivia. Let's start this conversation. Who were y'all voting? Who did you vote for? If you don't mind me asking. We bold and blunt on Culture Club, so we talk about everything.
I mean, it's obvious who I think I voted for.
It's not obvious. You could be Republican. You could want him to be in office.
It's not an R in my whole name, okay? No Republican. There we go.
Okay. What is it about Stacey Abrams that does it for you?
I mean, I'm like at Easter at this point. I'm rooting for everybody black.
I feel that.
Okay.
That was it. I mean, I've been seeing like about how hands-on she is and how involved she's trying to be and the things that she's trying to say that build up or whatever. So I appreciate that. And once again, I'm just here for everybody black. Like I'm here for that. I'm here for all of that.
Okay, Miss Mahogany, how do you feel? Well, who did you vote for?
I voted for Stacey also. One of the facilities that I have clients at, she actually came out and they brought all the residents downstairs. She talked with them. She was very personable with them. She's really humble. And just, you can look in a person's eyes and tell if they're really sincere to the things that they're saying. And I had a one-on-one conversation with her. So that stood for a lot for me.
How does it feel to know that if she wins, hopefully she does, she would be the first black female governor?
I mean, us women are kind of coming in and taking over some things, so girl, get it, girl.
It's so dope. I saw, what really made me, what pulled up my antenna about her was when I saw an interview that she did on The View. And I don't know if anybody watches The View. Meghan McCain is known for being blunt with how she talks, and she is so pro-Republican and pro-gun laws and pro. She's always kind of more so than not defending Donald Trump and a lot of the things that's happening. That has been happening since he's been president, and so she tried to combat Stacey Abrams on the topic of gun laws and whether or not she feels that there should be some rules and restrictions to purchasing guns. And when I tell you Stacey got her together, it was like a nice professional, nice nasty, it wasn't like shady. It wasn't. She was very professional, very calm,
always,
and just this is how I feel. And Meghan McCain was trying to twist her words around and make it seem like she was saying something, and she brought her back together and was like, no, this is what I mean. And so that really put my antenna up about her, because quite frankly, the only thing I knew about Stacey Abrams was that she was potentially the first black woman governor, period, and that she came to Pride. I didn't see her at Pride, but she came to Pride, and that was it. I really didn't know anything, but that interview made me go and do some research and search about her and find out about her and find out who's actually running for midterms. What are your thoughts? Who did you vote for?
I voted for
Kim?
her. No, Kim is the man. No, I voted for Stacey, and for a lot of those reasons that we all kind of talked about. I definitely want to be a part of history, so that's a major thing there. But then also because this state kind of needs to change. Of course, Atlanta has a nice black representation and what have you, but the rest of Georgia it's a different world. It's really a different world. It's like, I'm sure a lot of us know, driving inside these countries.
This is the South.
Yes, and it's happened to me. You know, it's happened with where I was driving late at night and really deep South, and it's, you know, and I'm like, why? Just because of my skin? It's like,
it took me 30 years to get called an N-word, and it happened here. So just put in the scope for you.
Exactly of that whole energy or what have you. So Georgia definitely needs to change. And I feel like it's that time right now, so that's why I voted for it.
If there are any of you watching right now that lives in Georgia or Atlanta, Google Q Magazine. It's a 2-page article dedicated to giving you summaries and bios of the people that are running, their particular position that they're running for and what they stand for within regards to LGBTQ. It's very, very important that you go ahead and flex your right to vote. And it was I wasn't there for 3 hours. I was there for like maybe 20 minutes. I went like I think it was Saturday morning I went. No, Friday morning is when I went. And I went to the Adams Park Recreation Center where we shot. In the tennis courts. Okay. So they had a early voting there. And it was just beautiful to see everybody
black. There was so many people.
And it was beautiful to see all ages.
I was just about to ask that.
Young and old.
It was just one like group with us.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking about that while we were waiting in line. Everybody was just kind of just asking like, what's your age? And everybody was like literally like in their 30s. Like it was like it was like people with like everybody like it. It was people a little bit older, but there were no young people at like at that point. We were like, well, I was like, I don't think they care as much, or maybe they just were going to vote on Tuesday.
I'm not sure. The poll I went to, there was a nice amount. Then before I went to that poll, I went to the wrong one. I went to South DeKalb Mall.
Oh,
and there was a lot of because I thought that's where I was supposed to win, but I was registered on the south side.
But that was that was a technical voting place. That was an early voting poll, South DeKalb, because that's where it was pulled up for me.
So that's the first place I went, but then I saw that I wasn't registered there, so I had to go to Forest Park, and there was some young people there too.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Just where I was, it wasn't a lot of young people, and we were talking about it in line. But you know,
David, you sure you're gonna vote, David? I'm putting you on the spot.
They trying to kill people like me. You think I'm not gonna vote?
Okay,
boy, please.
Okay,
we gonna.
They trying to bring back some stuff that my ancestors went through that I don't know if we strong enough to go through. So I'm going to vote.
Oh wow!
All right, that's how it just feels. The atmosphere is very.
That's funny that you say that.
Just how
it's so true.
That's an honest
my baby daddy intelligent.
So for those of you that do not know, this whole couch right here are people that are helping me build this huge A-Connection TV Network empire. We have 221 paying subscribers. Thank you to all the paying subscribers. We wanted to get higher and higher and higher and higher. We're giving you diverse content. There's 12 shows in production. Miss Mahogany is on Mindset with Mr. David right next to her. And then you have Matt right here that is on Why You Sleep Season 2, introduced on Why You Sleep Season 2. And then you have Mr. DJ over here that is introduced in Why You Sleep Season 2 and is going to be in City Mercenaries. I can't wait to see if he can fight. And then you have Mr. Tony here that I've known Tony for quite some time now, since 2012, 2013, Sizzle Days. We never fucked, so before y'all go there, we never fucked. He wanted to, but we never fucked.
That's a lie.
So no, but we met, right. We met some years ago, and it was a part of the whole Free Fall era when Free Fall was really getting big.
Your fans, they probably know when we met too, because they when we did our first interview, it was some years back, and it was like Skype.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
It was like intro Skype. Like
it was
right,
that
connection. It was a lot going on.
Yeah,
and you know he wasn't so he didn't have. He wasn't well lit.
I didn't like myself enough.
He wasn't well lit, so you just saw eye pupils.
Was it iPhone to Android or no?
We ain't talking about what we got, okay?
What you trying to say about Android?
But he's been with the cause for a long time. And he sees the vision on A Connection TV, the network, and he's been helping with directing, helping with casting, helping with actor development and things of the sort. So he's definitely been down for the cause. So y'all need to subscribe to aconnectiontv.com. If for whatever reason you're not subscribed, subscribe. It is a super dope show. And I really call it the Black Netflix. Shows. I really call it the Black Netflix because it's gonna be a diverse situation happening. Right now there are 33 actors that are down for the cause. We're trying to get to maybe 40 because we need some Caucasians, we need some Asians in the mix, and we need some Hispanics in the mix. But right now it's a black family.
Now you want to talk.
I can do whatever you need me to be about. You know, it don't matter.
I mean, what's up?
So definitely subscribe. And the next topic that we're going to talk about is for my man over here. He loves this woman to death.
This is your topic.
This is your topic. I do it for you, David. I do it for you.
I think I know where this is going.
Which one do you love?
Yeah, Cardi B and Nicki.
This is when I put him on shot.
No,
You're trying to see if they're on the same team or not.
So let's go from the left to the right. Left to the right. I'm sure everybody knows about the most current situation. If you don't, we'll brief you after. But who do you root for?
Barty gang all day.
Uh-oh. I'll put y'all next to each other.
And we next to each other. You already, so you already know what he's going for.
You can bring it back.
I thought no,
We gonna need you too.
Well, y'all already know who I'm rooting for. The queen, all day, every day.
Okay.
The queen of bullshit. Cardi B all day.
Oh, wow.
Gang,
That don't even sound right.
Oh, that's right. Cause she said,
noise pollution.
I don't root for nobody. I don't watch neither one of them. I stay in my cave developing.
Okay. You don't stay in the cave developing. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. But as of right now, I seem to relate more to or understand a little bit more the sophistication. When she is sophisticated, Nicki Minaj.
You better preach.
And so, come on in. And so, where you at?
You already know it's Asian doll.
Asian doll.
Oh, okay.
Who said that?
10-17.
Who
Okay.
is that?
See, that's the point. They gonna know who
Is that
she is.
Abrams?
The reason why I say that because I don't
That's
like
a
the
sauce.
foolishness of none of
That's
it.
too much sauce.
The foolishness of none of it is all stupid. It's all like when they should be talking about politics, talking about stuff that we should be talking about. Like I don't like none of it. So the thing is, I don't listen to their music. I fuck with both of them that way. But as far as like I'll bring it back. You can come back and
Because it's like double dutch at this point. I'm like ready to jump in.
question was Cardi or Nicki.
I'm a mother.
It wasn't a whole
mother.
Right.
It was just
I
Cardi or
like
Nicki.
to go with a talented person. That's
Now y'all see why I stay in my cave, huh?
You want to put C, D, E, F, G.
Let's slide through. Let's slide on down. Maybe
Yeah, but she got a lot of ass.
Maybe she can fit in.
We like that.
No, you like Nicki Minaj.
I heard you, wench.
Oh.
I heard that.
We making room.
After the fact.
Can I say Chris Brown?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they go round.
Well, if
Blood.
So one at a time before we interrupt anybody.
Okay, I'll start it off before you even finish it. I couldn't wait to get into this because first of all, I'm not, so I can relate to what Cardi's feeling right now. But my thing is this: Cardi being who she is what got her in the industry first.
Okay.
And everybody was like, "Oh, I love her. She's so animated. She is who she is." Nobody said, "Cardi, you're pregnant. You need to start trying to clean it up. You need to change it a little bit." Not saying you're changing who she is, but everybody's applauding who she is and how she came in. Not one person has ever said, "Don't do this, don't do that. Maybe you should try. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do." And for Nicki, the bitch is wrong. Period. Period. Nicki throw rocks and hide her hands, and nobody has said not one thing. You got all these artists coming out the closet saying Nicki did, Nicki said, Nicki wrote, Nicki said. Nobody said nothing to her. So for her to have been poking the bear the entire time when she liked that comment about Cardi's child, you touched the nerve. Cause that's me. You know what I'm saying? You may as well just say it. If you don't like the comment, you said it. So and Cardi had not said anything. Cardi been like sweeping all this under the rug from day one that Nicki been picking with her. She been sweeping all of it under the rug. She ain't never said a word. Now she's like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's put it all out there. I've been quiet, so now we finna put it on. Let's see what you do now. So y'all ain't heard nothing. Y'all ain't heard Nicki though, right? Y'all ain't heard Nicki though, right? Cardi started beating and putting it all out there. Nicki got quiet, right?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, now you can speak.
Okay. Hold on. Wait. Before we go there, let's introduce.
Come on, body. She gotta stand up one time. She is ass.
Well, you know, I know.
You know what?
I'm gonna have to lose.
Go ahead and give us your name. Hold on one second. Give us your name and if you voted and who did you vote for if you voted.
You know you're not my friend right now.
I'm not your friend?
Why? Because my baby daddy watching.
Who your baby daddy? This your baby daddy? Hey, babies.
Why you see?
That whole Cardi B situation right here.
My name is Latoya. How are you? We here, right? My name is Latoya. On Instagram, I am Toya, T-O-Y-A. What was I doing? Girl, I was driving here. T-O-Y-A __. So there's 2 underscores. And then there's one, just number 1, love, L-O-V-E. Toya, _1 love.
Did you vote?
I have not voted. I am going to vote on Tuesday, and I am going to vote for Stacey Abrams. And I'm just going to vote for her because she's black. You know, because I just feel like black people can get killed for being black, so they certainly can get voted for being black. You know, not just
So real quick, we on the topic of Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
Okay.
The question is, who do you choose? If you had to, given everything that's going on with them, who do you choose?
Okay.
Who is this?
Here's mine. I don't have.
Let her talk.
I don't know if I have a choice either way. But you know what I do. I don't know if I have a choice either way. I don't know if I'm any of that. But my opinion. Let me tell you. You know, there's a big difference between 36 and 26. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. 10 years is a big difference. You know what I'm saying? And it really is. I feel like I don't know how old anybody is in here, but at 26, you know, you might be a little more of a hot firecracker than you are at 36. And I feel like Nicki Minaj is kind of, you know, we can put all the bullshit aside. The girl has come along and stole the limelight.
She is stealing.
Who stole what?
Cardi didn't steal it.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
she's in the limelight. Whatever you want to call it. But I mean, in Nicki's eyes, it's like she's looking at